Yo, what's up guys, Zephyr here, and welcome to my Gepard tank shielder build. Gepard is one of those characters that once you get him, you don't think to be that good, because you know, it's like, oh great, another shielder, you know, I have March. But once you actually start building him, and you start understanding how he actually works, and just how much value he actually brings, you realize that Gepard is actually cracked out. But to give you a quick rundown, Gepard is a team-based ice tank with meaty shields, an instant revive for himself, and the ability to freeze enemies without initiating a weakness break. But to quickly go over his skills, obviously Gepard is a shielder, so he's going to be scaling off of defense. Honestly, the only thing you need to worry about for him is his ultimate and his talent. His basic attack is there, I mean everybody has one, and his skill is what's able to freeze enemies. However, it is only a 65% base chance, which again is a high chance, by the way. Don't get me wrong, I am no way putting that down. 65% chance for a base freeze is huge. But for his talent, when struck with a killing blow, instead of becoming knocked down, he gets his HP restored up to 30% of his max, and this can only be triggered once per battle. So this is instant revive. Again, if he goes down, he will get straight back up and hit that 30% max HP. And obviously his technique is actually really good too, being able to pop a shield before a fight, which goes to all allies, absorbing 24% of his defense, plus 150 for 2 turns. Now for Lightcones, obviously, Moment of Victory is going to be his best in slot because it is his actual dedicated light cone. Increases the wearer's defense by 24% and the effect hit rate by 24%. Then increases the chances for the wearer to get attacked by enemies. Then when he does get attacked, he gets another 24%. Now obviously, again, this is absolutely insane for him, getting more stacks of defense, effect hit res, and even more defense once you get hit. Now for free to play options, Amber, Day 1 of My New Life, and This Is Me are all really good options for him. Amber being just straight up defense, and then even more defense once you get lower than 50% on your health. This is what I rock. I just like to have that base defense, and then even more if I do get low. However, if you're looking for something that's just not straight defense, you can go Day 1 of My New Life, increases the wearer's defense by 16%, then after entering a battle, increases the damage res of all allies by 8%, and this effect cannot stack. So if you want to be more defense for yourself, and then with a little something for your teammates, you could rock Day 1 of My New Life. This Is Me is also another decent option. Obviously, it increases your defense by 60%, but it actually increases the base damage you do whenever you use your ultimate by 60% of your defense. Which again, if you're going for a more like DPS heavy side, or you want to lean more to actually having Gepard doing some more damage than just being like a tank bot or whatever, or a shield bot, then you can go this. Though I would recommend it. Gepard shields are very, very useful and they come in handy, so you would want to build them up as much as you can. But again, if you want to go down that route where you want him to do just a little bit more damage, this could be for you. Now for Lightcones to avoid, Texture of Memories is a huge one. This is, you'd think would be good on him, but as a 5-star Lightcone that takes a couple weeks to actually get, I would not recommend you buying this for him specifically. This is more geared to like Fire Trailblazer. So please do not make the mistake of buying this for Gepard. It is not worth it and it's not good on him. Now for his traces, his ultimate and his talent are really the only things you want to worry about. Again, his skill is good, but whenever you upgrade it, you are getting an upgrade to his damage and not the base chance to actually freeze an enemy. So unless you wanted to do more damage to the skill, which again is not the point of this character, I would not recommend really upgrading this too far. Or if you do want to upgrade it, at least prioritize your ultimate and your talent before you actually do it. Now obviously for his bonus ability, Fighting Spirit is really good. Just getting more attack based up 35% of his defense, which you're going to have a hella defense anyways. I mean, again, you're building this as a shield character, so you're going to have a shit ton of defense. So just getting 35% more damage off of something you're going to have a lot of anyways is huge. Commander is also really good. Whenever you activate his instant revive, you get 100% energy restored, meaning that you get a free ultimate pretty much. Commander is also really good too. Whenever you activate your instant revive, you get 100% of your ultimate back, meaning that you're able to pop it whenever you get right back up. So it's good as a little failsafe and a way to either finish the fight off or get your bearings together or just make that fight last a little bit longer. Now for Relics, Knight of Purity Palace is obviously best in slot, increasing your defense and your max damage your shields can take. This is built for Gepard. I mean, it's really dedicated to him, honestly, or just any kind of shielder. Thankfully for his body and feet, it's going to be a really simple main stat. It's going to be defense percentage. Again, you're building up these shields, so you're going to want as much defense as you can. Of course, you can go speed if you want to, if you want more turns. However, I wouldn't say that's the best, but again, it's up to you. Maybe you say you have enough defense and you want more turns, go for it. Belobog of the Architects is also a good ornament for him. Increase your defense by 50%. Then when your hit rate gets to 50% or higher, you gain another extra 50% of defense. For your main stats on your sphere, you can go either more defense or actually effect hit rate for a higher chance of freeze, because with bosses, they are always going to have effect res, meaning that 65% chance of a skill is not actually going to be 65%. So if you have more effect hit rate, you actually are getting a higher chance to go over that number that the bosses have and actually apply that freeze on them. And for link rope, you just want more defense. Now for substats. Defense is best. However, for the actual main 4, it'll be defense percentage, flat defense, speed, and effect hit rate are all the main 4 I would say is worth getting. Now for Eidolons, only C1 and C2 are really to worry about. C1 giving you a 100% chance to actually freeze, which could be absolutely huge. However, do know that this does not apply for bosses. Again, bosses will most likely have effect res, so this 100% will not actually be 100% unless you have a decent amount of effect hit rate stacked on your artifacts. I mean relics. And C2, after an enemy is frozen by a skill, their speed is reduced by 20% for 1 turn. Now, this is good. This will set enemies back in the line, in the chain of, who goes first, and lets you get off more attacks before they can actually retaliate. So yeah, I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. More guides coming soon, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.